Hi, Yogi friend in King Island. Here we are, ready to another session. The best thing to do in these days is to practice more and more yoga. So we practice today backbend, which is so healthy for the spine. The benefit of this practice, the list just go forever. We don't have enough time for that. But let's get right into this practice because we do need to move and to build up heat in the system. Of course, we start slow and gentle, but we're gonna really move on and build up more and more and more. Let's start with the Adho Mukha Virasana, forward Virasana. Sit with the toes back, the big toes touching each other. Touch as much as you can the buttocks down to the heels. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, extend yourself forward. This is a kind of a pose. Not all of you, most of you familiar with this pose. This is a pose we always do in the beginning of our yoga practice. Separate the palms, the width of the shoulders or a little bit wider. Press every finger, every knuckle down to the mat, particularly the index fingers knuckle pressing down. We don't like this gap here. Press it down. Roll the biceps out, roll the shoulders away from the neck. So we don't like to do that. We want space between the shoulders and the neck. So roll the arms, the biceps rolling out, and roll the shoulders away from the neck. Stay in the pose, enjoy the pose. It's a particularly nice pose to do. Very good to soften the hips and to make your spine longer and longer. A kind of a pose you should do throughout the day, regardless if you're actually practicing yoga, not necessarily decide to do a yoga session, but just getting out of the couch and stretch like that, or any time when you bend forward and you feel your back a bit sore, this is a very good thing to do. So you can do this pose any time of the day, as many times as you like. You can't do yourself wrong. Beautiful pose. Breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe all along. If you feel soft and happy to stretch yourself further, inhale, lift the head and walk the fingers even further more. If you do happy to stay in the pose, just stay in the pose. Feeling how your body responds well, how your body change. You know, the pose looks static, but the pose actually very dynamic because our body change every moment we're in the pose. Right now, you already feel a little bit softer, really, compared to the moment you got yourself into the pose. I'm sure everybody can appreciate that. Just a few seconds more. If you wish to stretch and to walk the hands a little bit further more, do so. And breathe and breathe and breathe. What a good start. Very well, let's make our way out of the pose. Inhale, walk the hands, lift the head, walk the hands towards you. Come up, take a moment to stretch out the legs, release the knees, so stretch one leg at a time. And this sensation, if you experience any in the knees, it will disappear very quick. Very well, let's move from here to the half uttanasana, which is the half forward bend. Grab a chair and bring the chair, so the two legs of the chair on the mat like that. Hold on to the chair. Get your chest a little bit lower down to the chair. Stay low with your chest as you walk yourself back. And walk yourself back so your feet, your ankles below the hips. Turn the heels out and lift the arches. Don't let the arches to collapse like that. We want to stabilize the ankle joints. Wrap the legs strong. So much of contraction of the quadricep until the pelvis. Lift the sitting bones higher. So it's not this. So much of the tilt of the pelvis. And lift the sitting. Push the chair away from you and push yourself away from the chair. Looking down and extend the crown of the head forward. Beautiful stretch. Roll the biceps away from the neck. Now you can stay in the pose, just bend the knees a little bit, and as you bend the knees, tilt the pelvis and try to get your chest, your floating ribs, lower between the thighs. Inhale, and with the exhalation, straight the legs to lock the knees. And again, bend the knees and tilt the pelvis and stick the buttocks higher. Inhale, and with the exhalation, lock the knees. You can do it a few times. By bending the knees, you ease the tension and then you straighten the legs. But try to synchronize that with the breath. Again, inhale, bend the knees, chest between the thighs. Exhale, lock the knees. Beautiful, beautiful. Push the chair away from you and push the hips back. Time to come out of the pose, bend the knees and step forward. Inhale, lift the head, step forward and loosen up a little bit. Roll the shoulders. And let's go from here to the dog pose. Anytime we go to our dog pose, we do a tree pose. We do need to make sure the dog pose is accurate. The distance from the palms to the feet, nice and accurate. So sit with the toes curled under and sit as much as you can with the buttocks down to the heels. As much as you can. And as you stretch yourself out and reaching out forward, push the mat forward, literally push the mat and push the hips back. And keep doing this action of pushing and stretching the mat and reach with the arms. And if you can, rest the forehead all the way down or close enough, that's okay. Now what's important is not to move the palms or your feet, because this is the correct distance to create this triangle pose, the dog pose. Okay, come up to all fours, lift to the arms, inhale and release the knees from the ground. Now keep the knees bent and tilt the pelvis to stick the buttocks higher. Push the mat down and forward and push the hips up and back. Now look at your knees. Inhale and with the exhalation, straight the legs, lock the knees. Now come up high to the tip of the toes and reach with the buttocks as high as you can. Knees locked. Inhale, look at your feet. Exhale, release the heels down to complete the pose. Now make sure when you release the heels down, don't let the heels to collapse towards each other. Keep this action of turning the heels out. It doesn't matter if you get the heel all the way down. Whatever you do, it's good. Keep this action. Keep engaged. This is a kind of a pose which we push against the gravity. We're not just collapsing, we're working, we're pushing. Very much a weight-bearing kind of a pose. Flexibility and strength in the same time. Now we go from here to the plank. Inhale, reaching forward and bring the shoulders right above the wrist. And so much of this action with the legs working strong and the tailbone into the body. So avoid that. This is not good for your back. Tuck the tailbone into the body. And push to the arms. Make your arms longer. We're going back. Take a deep inhalation and powerful exhalation to go back. Beautiful. And push and push and push the hips back and back and back. The neck is soft. Let's do it again. Inhale, reaching forward to the plank with the tailbone in. Holding strong. Make your arms longer. Push yourself away from the mat. Take a deep inhalation and go back with the exhalation. Very, very well. Breathing and breathing and breathing along. Very, very well. Now, just release yourself for a moment and take a moment to take a couple of deep breaths. Shake the arms a little bit and we continue with the dog pose. And we're going to do a few things out of dog pose. We do the dog pose. We're going to do the up face dog as well. Those of you who can do the chaturanga, so going from the plank to bend the elbows and up and walking back, so we keep the whole thing nice and dynamic. If you have to stop to rest in between, do so. Okay, so let's get organized. Let's go to our preparation to do accurate dog pose. Check and push the mat forward, buttocks down to the heels. Very well. And coming up to all four. Inhale, release the knees from the ground. Stick the buttocks higher. Go into the pose a little bit quicker. Inhale, exhale, straight the legs, lock the knees. Look at the feet. Inhale, exhale, release the heels down. Beautiful. Here we are in the full extent of downward dog. Now we go from here to the plank. Inhale to the plank like before. And let's everybody do up face dog, not chaturanga just yet. Tailbone into the body more and more. Inhale, release the hips and look straight ahead. Now work the legs strong. Don't let the knees to collapse. And push the heels back and push to the mat to lift the crown of the head up. Make your neck longer. Don't collapse your neck between the shoulders. Lift and lift more and more. Take a deep inhalation. We're going back. And exhale. Go back to downward dog. And really be active. Push the hips back. Okay. Let's do the same thing again. Inhale, reaching forward to the plank first with the tailbone in more and more. Inhale, release the hips and look straight ahead. Don't let the heels collapse towards each other. Just keep pushing the heels back and push to the arms. Make your arms longer. Make your neck longer. Lift and lift and lift. So much of push to the ground and lift, and even try to draw your shoulders back to open the chest more. The legs working very, very strong here. Going back, before that, we take a deep inhalation. Go back with powerful exhalation. Beautiful. Now what we're doing here, we walk the hands towards the feet. Those of you flexible in the hamstring, keep the legs straight. If you have to bend the knees, that's okay. And coming up to this position, if you can, obviously if you need to be higher, make it easy for yourself with the hands just below the kneecap. And if you can go halfway, a little bit further down, or all the way with the hands to the ankles. Inhale, look ahead, extend the chest forward, and looking down between the big toes. So rather if you here, or even above the knees if you have to, that's fine. Work simply to your own capacity. This is kind of a bit of an opportunity to rest the upper body. There's not much weight bearing on the arms here. So let's continue with the dog pose here. Walk yourself towards downward dog. Now if you have to check, very quick check again, so your dog pose will be accurate again. Now we're going to do this dog pose, the plank, the up face dog, but if we can do the chaturanga, if you can do the chaturanga, do the chaturanga. If you can't do the chaturanga, just repeat what we've done before. So for those of you who can, let's all start together. Inhale to the plank, exhale chaturanga. Everybody inhale, up face dog, exhale back to downward dog. Beautiful. Okay, let's try again. Inhale forward, exhale bending. Inhale, up face dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. And just another one again. Inhale, forward. Chaturanga if you can. Inhale, up face dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. And walk the hands towards the feet again. Hold on to the ankles or about. Inhale, lift the head, extend the chest forward. And looking down between the big toes. As I said before, wherever you are, if you need to be higher or much higher, or even above the knees, that's okay. Breathing and breathing along. Some of you are on the flexible side and able to go to a pose called full uttanasana. You're welcome to do that, which is inhale to lift the chest and look forward. Exhale and bend the elbows to take yourself further. So this is obviously only if you're comfortable with that. Really, you don't have to do it. Those of you who go that far end up looking back and the crown of the head actually pointing down. Breathing and breathing and breathing along. Okay, for the last time, let's go to our dog pose before we do our salute. We're not going to give up, we're not going to forget the salute today. Okay, so going to the accurate dog pose. If you need to double check, do it quick, doesn't take much. And here we are in nice accurate dog pose. Okay, the same deal. Dog pose, chaturanga if you can, or if you can't do the chaturanga, go to the plank and go to up face dog, back to downward dog. Okay, together. Inhale forward. Exhale chaturanga. And everybody inhale up face dog. Exhale back to downward dog. Beautiful. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
Exhale, pushing back, feeling so much better already. How the body change, build up heat in the spine. The last one. Inhale, forward, elbows in. Inhale, up, face dog. Exhale, back to down dog, and walk the hands towards the feet. The last Uttanasana. Check, adjust the feet. Inhale, extend the chest, and looking down between the big toes. For those of you who need to go further, inhale, exhale, bend the elbows, get yourself even further. Beautiful on the hamstring. Very good on the spine, making the spine longer by bending forward. Not just the back bend make the spine longer, but the forward bend as well. Breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe all along. Very well, time to come out of this. Bend the knees and lift the head. Inhale and coming up. Loosening up a little bit, and we're going to go from here to the salute. We start with the short version of the salute, and for those of you who can, I will guide you after 2 sets of the salute to move to the full salute. So those of you who are just happy and comfortable, continue with the short version of the salute, and other who feel they want to push a little bit more, they're confident, do with me the full salute. So we all start together. Standing in Tadasana with the feet together. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Remember, salute, it's so much practice of to synchronize the movement with the breath, to be consistent, no fast, no slow, just the same. So you already recover from the dog pose, you feel nice and fresh, ready, turn the palms out. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, diving forward. Reach down, the right foot back, knee down, toes back. Inhale with the hands to the hips. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, the back leg to the front. Exhale, Uttanasana, even with the knees bent, if you need to. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Tadasana. The other side. Inhale. Stick the buttocks, diving, exhale. Reach down, bend the knees if you need to. Left foot back, knee down, toes back. Inhale with the hands to the hips. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, the back leg to the front. Keep the knees bent if you need to. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Tadasana. Another cycle of the same. Inhale. Stick the buttocks. Exhale. Reach down. Right one. Knee down. Toes back. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Don't lean forward. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down. The back leg to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, Tadasana. The other side. Inhale. Diving forward, exhale. Reach down, left one. Inhale with the hands to the hips. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, the back leg to the front. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Tadasana. We're moving to the full salute. Inhale. Exhale, it starts the same. Right one. Just remember, those of you who are just happy to continue with the same, easy salute, continue with the easy salute. Inhale, up. Exhale. Those of you who are going to the full salute now, lock the back leg. Inhale. Exhale to downward dog. And then inhale forward. Chaturanga. Inhale up, face dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Safely we step the left foot between the palms. Inhale, tall. Exhale, the hips down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, the back leg to the front. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, up. Exhale, the other side. Inhale. Diving forward, exhale. Left one. Knee down, toes back. Inhale. And with the exhalation, go lower with the hips if you can. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Now lock the back leg. Inhale. And exhale in dog. And then inhale, forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up face dog. Exhale, back to down dog. You can come up to the tip of the fingers of the right hand. Step the right one. And lean tall. Exhale, the hips, the groins. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Back leg to the front. Inhale. Exhale, dipping. Inhale, up. Exhale. Starting a new cycle. Inhale. Diving wide with the arms. Exhale. The right one. Knee down. Toes back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lock the back leg. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale. Forward. Chaturanga. Inhale. Up face dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Step the left one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. The back leg to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. We're going to finish the left side. Inhale, diving forward, exhale, left one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lock the back leg. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up face dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Step the right one for the last time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, up, exhale, down. The back leg to the front. Inhale, exhale, inhale, up, exhale, Tadasana. Take a couple breaths here in Tadasana. You create enormous change in your body. Your body hot, a lot of circulation, your spine soft, and you can take yourself even further with the practice. Very good. Loosen up a little bit, refresh yourself, and we're gonna move from here to back bend. So what I want you all to do, everybody, is to lie down on the back. And we bend the knees and we bring the heels towards the buttocks. Making sure the feet not too far away and the heels not too close to the buttocks. So that's the distance, just able to brush the tip of the fingers to the heels. Bend the heels up, tuck the shoulders under. So what we're going to do now, we're going to lift to Suddha Bandha, but no break. Just create a nice lift with the hips as much as we can. So tuck the shoulders under, turn the palms up, engage with the legs already, legs working strong. Inhale and lift the hips as much as you can. Push the feet down to the ground and push the feet forward and lift the hips and push the chest up to the chin. Keep the neck long and breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe all along. So much of the back bend here. Keep pushing and pushing and pushing against the gravity. Don't let the knees to collapse out. Press the ball of the big toe down to the ground. And slowly release and take a couple of breaths. Loosen up a little bit before we do the same thing again. Just checking so the heels not too far away. Turn the heels out. Tuck the shoulders under. Alright, already engaging with the legs. Inhale, lift and lift and lift the hips. Push to the ground with the feet pushing down and push the mat down and forward and lift the chest and push the chest to the chin. Keep the chin down to the chest, keep the neck long and relax. So much of the legs working here. And lift and lift and lift. As much as you can to lift and to lift. Very, very good. And slowly release all together. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take ourselves to the full back bend if you can. So the same thing we do, and we bring the hands beside the heels. So we bring the palms beside the heels with the fingers pointing towards the shoulders. So the first thing we're going to do is basically the same. We go to the same Sudha Bandha with the palms like that beside the ears. Ready, everybody? So push with the feet down, inhale, and lift and lift and lift, and lift and lift just before, like before. The same. Beautiful. Keep pushing and keep lifting. Strong action with the legs. The same. The elbows in, don't let the elbows to collapse. Very, very good. And release. Now we're going to take this pose further if you can. If you're happy to stay with the hands like that, or even to stay like that, that's fine. But if you wish to take the pose further, we're going to do the same thing, and we push ourselves up to the crown of the head. So, shall we? Let's go. Check on your feet, turn the heels out, palms facing down. If you can, some of you maybe choose to stay with the hands like that, that's absolutely fine. Okay, everybody sharp and ready, elbows in. Inhale like before, lift the hips and lift and lift. And as much as you can, lift more and more. Now if you wish to take it further, inhale, push to the arms and come to the crown of the head. Now while you're on the crown of the head, lift the hips even more as much as you can. So not collapsing like that, but keep engaging and keep pushing the palms down to the mat. And keep lifting and lifting. Don't let the elbows to go wide. And keep pushing and lifting. So much of the legs working here. Very, very strong. Okay, coming down. Lift up a little bit so you go to the back of the head. Shoulders down. And coming all the way down. Have a bit of a rest. So those of you happy to go that far, do the same thing. We go to that together. But then for the other, wish to take the pose all the way. We're actually going to push ourselves all the way up, but still stage by stage. Okay, check on the feet, everybody. Tuck the shoulders under, the palms, fingers pointing towards the shoulders, as you can see. Make sure the elbows in. Okay, like before, engage, inhale, lift and lift and lift and lift and lift. Now from here, inhale, lift to the crown of the head. Now remember, before we go all the way, see if you can lift the hips even more. And then for those of you who wish to go all the way, inhale, exhale, push yourself all the way up. And keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So much of this action of pushing and pushing up. Work the legs strong. Push against the gravity. When we come down, slowly we come to the head, and then chin down to the chest, come to the back of the head, shoulders, and come all the way down and relax. Now we're going to do it once again before we finish our session. And some people actually rather to go into the pose just pushing up in one go, not going through the stages. You're welcome to do it that way. I'm actually going to do it like that. And if you want to join me, or you rather to go stage by stage. So let's have another go here. Palms, fingers to the shoulders. Now really engage here. The legs are already pushing to the ground. And I go in one go. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Pushing all the way up as much as you can. Try to straight the arms, the elbows, and try to straight the legs as much as you can too. And really pushing and looking back towards the heels if you can. Breathe and breathe and breathe all along. Whenever you can hold the pose, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, it's good. And you also can repeat the pose on your own a few times. Okay, everybody, we're coming down to the head, chin down to the chest, release all together. It is important to release the back, so hug the knees and rolling from side to side. Nice dynamic practice this one, a back bend. So keep rolling on your back for another half a minute if you like. And when you feel settled down and the back feel good, we finish with Shavasana, relaxation. So lie down. If you need a brick to the head or a blanket, accommodate yourself, turn the palms out. See if you can lift the buttocks and push the buttock flesh away from you. Rest completely. We've done a beautiful practice of a back bend. So much of the spine and so much of the shoulders opening. And how about the chest? Opening the chest, which is so vital for our breathing. What a healthy, dynamic practice of a back bend. Feel calm and relaxed. Feel the energy for the rest of the day. You're going to feel energetic. Beautiful practice. Well done. We're going to make our way out of the pose. Start slowly to externalize your awareness and wiggling fingers and toes. Once again, very quick, hug the knees and roll from side to side, really massaging the back. You can do it after the practice again for another minute or so. Roll to the right side when you're ready. Beautiful. Well done, everybody. It is nice and dynamic. Take care. Namaste.